Thank you. So everyone has to take this test. So what the problem that 3 out of 23 participants had the problem with like one question. So 2 of them, they do not have any problems with that because everyone passed. So but one of them, he reached 99 and he want to have that 1 point just to get 100 out of 100. So in fact, what we need to discuss and vote for. The first thing that we can give every out of like these 3 participants this 1 point to grant them with this point because it was mistake on our side. And that's why I think, and we discussed it with colleagues, that we need to grant them with this 1 point. So we can just like vote for that, not waiting for any appeals or whatever formal things. Just it would be easier for all of us just to vote that the like technical mistakes that was like made by us, by our side, will be like not the fault, and the participants will not suffer for that. The second thing that we need to vote for is the list. We have this the list with the results. It's not necessarily for us just, if I'm not mistaken, just to sign it right now.
Tatiana, I'm very sorry for interrupting you, but as I understood, the broadcast was launched, so please be aware of this.
Oh, okay. We are back online, everybody. So, Tatiana, would you just repeat back into the record what you just said, and feel free to speak in Ukrainian. I think we have translation again, Victor?
No. The issue is that the translation was booked for 6 p.m. So unfortunately, we do not have translation for now. And like, so here the commission members decided that they would do like a consecutive themselves so that like you and the public, the audience, would understand what is happening.
Okay, Tatiana, so then please proceed. Start again with that brief issue with the test question, and then move on to the second. And if you could repeat yourself in Ukrainian as well, please.
Sure, I will be brief in English and in Ukrainian. So I'll start with English. Everyone has passed the test. We have results here. We got some like few technical, like minor problems here with 3 questions, with the questions for 3 participants. We need to decide what we do on that. It's first thing. Then second thing, that we do not have the translator. That's why we'll speak Ukrainian, English and Ukrainian. And third thing, that everything in fact went okay, and we just we checked every result. We checked every login and the user and every participant, and everyone was here. 23 out of 23 participants took this test, and 23 out of 23 participants passed this test. According, as far as I remember, as we decided earlier, according to the law, we need to publish results on the website of ESBU. But what's important here, that there would be like no particular number of points that were was got by each participant, as we decided, as the law says, saying that we need just to put like who passed the test and who didn't pass the test. And happily, everyone passed the test, and that's a good news. So it's everything I wanted to say. Українською, коротко, 23 кандидати прийшли з 23. Всі 23 здали тест. У нас була певна технічна проблема у 3 учасників, не кандидатів, учасників. І Ця проблема була якраз, оскільки вона була створена з боку, якби нашого боку, да, це була технічна певна проблема, то є пропозиція зарахувати по цьому 1 балу кожному учаснику. Усі з цих учасників вони набрали набагато більше, ніж поріг, тобто це не буде впливати на фінальний результат тесту. Це важливо. Це зараз питання нам доведеться прийняти, чи ми йдемо таким шляхом. І, власне, всі результати вже були перевірені, кожен логін з кожним учасником і відповідно результатом. У нас є на руках детальні дані, скільки це часу зайняло кожному і так далі. В цілому це все. Нам зараз потрібно проголосувати за ці результати. Ми надішлемо зараз усім членам комісії зведену таблицю з ними і and Karen, this table, this document with the results will be sent to you and to all the commission members, and just to look through and for us to vote to like accept the results and vote for the results. Thanks.
Okay, so we will vote today to accept the results. Based on what Tatiana and our Ukrainian members have observed at the testing site. So does everyone who is in favor of accepting the results of today's testing, would you please physically raise your hand? Is there anybody who is abstaining?
Я перепрошую, я хотів би підняти питання стосовно є одне запитання. Давайте до голосування, бо не дали ж слова висловитися. Йде мова про те, що один із кандидатів проголосив те, що він хотів би, щоб йому зарахували ці всі бали, особливо по питанню, яке було проблемним. Проблемні.
So the question is that. As we told previously, there are 3 participants who had some issues with the questions, and specifically there is one of them who wants to get this 1 additional point because of our problem with the tests. So could we discuss it now?
Okay, so yes, Tatiana advised us, and thank you, Vadim, for also bringing that up. So the test results only require for us to accept whether a person is passed or not passed. I was going to address the issue of the score next. So I'm going to register as that we have all voted in favor of accepting the results of the test that every candidate who took the test today has passed. So we had no one who abstained and no one who voted no, correct? All right. So we have passed that, we accept the results that every candidate who took the test today. Then there's the issue of the 3 candidates who had issues with the test, to whether or not we should give them 1 point since they did not have the ability to see and choose possibly a correct answer, which was not displayed on screen. I believe that we should, since it's our fault, essentially, that with the technical issue, I think we should give the candidates that point. Is there anybody who would like to express disagreement with that? Is there anybody who disagrees with that? Go ahead, Vadim.
Я би ще хотів додати те, що я був біля кожного кандидата, і я бачив, як вони відповідали. Вони знали в цих 3 проблемних питаннях. 3 учасника конкретно знали відповіді на ці запитання. Тому би я рекомендував все-таки зарахувати цей бал. Дякую.
The point is that all 3 participants they knew the correct answers. So Mr. Vadim advises to suggests to add them that point.
Okay, so in addition to the fact that there was the technical issue, which they they didn't have the ability to select the correct answer. They did, in fact, know the correct answer. It just was not an option for them. So I think that also speaks in favor of giving them that point. And so I would like to take a vote. Who agrees to give the additional point to those identified candidates who were unable to select the correct answer due to a technical problem? All those in favor, please physically raise your hand. Is there anybody who is opposed? There's no oppositions and there's nobody who is abstaining. All right, so I think we are all agreed here that we will give these candidates that extra point since they knew the correct answer and the technical issue was our fault. The last vote we need to take is to close this meeting. Is there anybody who has any additional comments that need to be made on the record during this meeting? I'm not seeing any comments. I want to thank everyone for coming. Thank you all to the public for watching this testing process. Again, the tentative next meeting will be April the 7th. Thank you very much. And so everyone voting to close this meeting for today, say aye or raise your hand.
Thank you very much, colleagues.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
All right, we have a vote to close.
Thank you.
Have a good night.